Okay, how do we go from talking about green screen stuff to lucid dreaming stuff? Well, I've had green screen related dreams and a lucid dream where sometimes I clone myself in videos. I've had dreams where I don't even need to do editing because my clone is literally right there. Then I just film with a regular camera and it makes things so much easier because process of cloning, especially if you do it for several minutes straight, it's a little bit tricky. There are certain techniques to making that a lot better. Like, I probably shouldn't even reveal this, but I'm going to. Uh, there's a special technique I use for cloning. So, there's always going to be one clone that talks a lot more, and then one that listens more. The one that listens more will actually listen to an audio file of the one talking. So since I have my microphone recorder, this is what I use for my videos. And what works really well is, so I'll do the talkative one first because they could either read off a script or have it rehearsed nicely. And the thing is, when they're more talkative, the responses are really simple if there's any at all. Like, might be one or two letter words, and I just pause for a second or two, and it works with many different responses that the other one would happen to have that ultimately mean the same thing. Then the other one does the listening, which makes it easier to respond to the talkative one, but also the listener can make sure that the timings are right too because they're actually listening to the recording. So it's up to them to make sure that the timing is right. That's how I did this video where I cloned myself for over 30 minutes. One of them's more talkative and maybe 1 or 2 second responses from the listener, and the other one listens more and makes sure that the timing's right. So that's my technique for cloning. So if you ever make a video where you clone yourself and you do it for a really long time, that's a great trick for that. Yeah, one of them more talkative, the other one's more responsive. The responsive one, and the responses are really short. So the talkative one only has to wait for a second or two for some relatively arbitrary response, like, okay, yeah, right. Like, responses like that, more or less. So that's a technique that works really well. You want to also make sure that the lighting is as consistent as you can make it for both of them. And of course you want to blend the two, whatever. So yeah,